Hi there. In this lecture we see Paul Troeger against Mikhail Tal in 1960. So this is round 6 of the FRG URS tournament. So let's have a look. D4 from Troeger. We have the Dutch defense from Mikhail Tal. E4, the Staunton Gambit. Tal accepts this. Knight c3, knight f6, bishop g5, and now a kind of knight tango style play. Knight c6, provoking white to weaken the dark squares. White actually obliges. Knight e5, we have queen d4, and here the knight tucks neatly on f7 with tempo. This is a much better idea, in fact, in this particular position than knight g6. That would run into h4, and it's kind of worrying, this h5. If e5, queen a4, h6, bishop takes f6, queen takes, knight takes e4. White should have a nice, pleasant advantage here. So what Tal played is actually better. Knight f7, it seems, and it hits the bishop. So the bishop takes on f6. So we have now a situation after e takes with a dark square bishop without a counterpart. So can this be a fantastic weapon? Knight takes e4, bishop e7, white castles queenside. Sometimes the area of responsibility is greater on the queen side and can lead to trouble in theory more than on the king side. Black castles kingside, g4, d6, h3, and now c5. This opens up the possibility of later playing queen a5, which would hit a2. So this kind of surface area of responsibility, it is in this position also kind of a little bit more of a concern with a knight stuck on e4 right now. It's going to be more tempo gains to have to defend key pawns, it seems. We have d takes c6. If queen e3, f5, g takes, this position is quite pleasant for black. So d takes, though, is also pretty pleasant for black. There is also, in theory, a nice semi-open file here. Knight g3, and now the queen does come out to hit a2. Now white plays a kind of materially pedantic move in one sense. It does look at the bishop, but it does actually support bishop d3 as well to go for an attack, potentially. However, Tal actually plays a very, very interesting concept here, tactically. Can you guess what that is for 100 points? Black to play here. What would you play in this position? There is also the concern about taking on c6 as well, as this. So Tal's move actually addresses quite a few of the concerns in a spectacular fashion. Okay, it's knight e5. Potentially, if bishop d3, black has the option of taking on d3. It protects c6, but isn't there an issue? f4. Hold on a sec. Is black being pushed back here? Does the knight have to retreat? Well, there's a fantastic move played here. For 200 points, what would you play in this position? Okay. d5. Yeah. This is really, really interesting. It opens up this dark square bishop, gives it lots of possibilities. We have queen e1, which hits the black queen. So what to do here? Simplify? Or something else for 200 points? Okay. Tal goes on the attack, actually. He challenges white's king safety with queen takes a2. We have this magnificent piece sack. Queen a1 check, king d2. Queen b4, bishop b4 check, hitting the queen on e1. Now, this is a very, very difficult position. We have the move king e2. So the rook is actually hitting the black queen. If c3 had been played, queen takes b2 check, bishop c5 check, and it's horrible after f takes e5. opening up the rook. There's a real killer common square on f2 here. So for example, this is really vicious with stuff like this happening with bishop f2. So we have king e2, but now Tal actually just plays queen takes b2, getting his queen out of danger and renewing that threat against the white queen. We have rook d2, and now queen takes e5 check, which opens up that e file. The king steps to d1. If king f2, in fact the king can be nudged away from the protection of the queen with bishop c5 check to be able to win the queen. So the king steps back to d1. This does not bode well. Queen a1 check, and white has to resign here. It's the end of the game. This e file is pretty dangerous. After king e2, rook e8 check. Yeah, black will be winning the queen. A spectacular attacking game. Shows the dangers of castling queenside, an area of surface responsibility to be handled. Tal did have the dark square bishop without a counterpart, and magnificently made use of that with that piece sacrifice. So very, very instructive game, showing how to fight against a kind of shaky castling queenside scenario with the bishop without a counterpart. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks very much. Hi there. Thanks for getting to the end of the YouTube video. If you would like to see other Mikhail Tal games, I actually have an amazing course for Mikhail Tal, which is currently at 4.9 with over 400 students. You can check this out from the Kingscrusher TV page. So Chess Strategy and Tactics, Mikhail Tal's amazing games. You can check out some free preview videos as well here. If you do expand all sections, you can see the preview links to get some free previews. So I hope you do check out this course index and the free previews. So I really had a thrilling time actually checking out Mikhail Tal's games. So yeah, the YouTube video here you saw was just a sample from this course. I hope you check it out. Okay, thanks so much. Oh, by the way, comments, questions, likes, shares, all appreciated. And if you did get to this part of the video, please do leave some sort of comment like Tal fan. Okay, thanks again.